Well guys, today is a sad day. I'm getting ready to feed Jackson some of my formula that I pumped for him. Oh, he's so sad. Let's get him fed and I'll explain why. I just fed Jackson a bottle using my own milk that I pumped when I first brought him home. And today I just realized something really sad that's going on with our lives, so I thought you guys might want a little update. I've noticed a couple changes with Jackson just in the past 2 weeks. And Jackson, from the moment of bringing him home, he's been a perfect baby. And every time he has cried, I have known exactly what he has needed. And the past 2 weeks, he's kind of been really fussy. And I wondered if he was fussy because he had a doctor's appointment and they did his checkup, and I thought, well, maybe he's a little upset. Also, I was using a nipple shield with Jackson and we got him to use the natural breast, so I was wondering if maybe he was having an issue with that, but I really didn't think that was the issue because he's been naturally breastfeeding for about a week and a half now without using the shield. Well, to go back now, when I went to the hospital, I had 2 requirements. I told the hospital that I did not want them to give Jackson a binky because I didn't want him to get confused with different nipples. I wanted him to be able to breastfeed really well first. And also, I told them I did not want to use a nipple shield. And for those of you who don't know what a nipple shield is, it is a plastic nipple that you place over your own, and it helps the baby to be able to breastfeed easier and to latch on. It also helps with moms that have sore boobs. It helps create a barrier between the nipple and the baby so that they aren't so sore. So I told him I didn't want to use a shield. When Jackson was born, he was having a hard time latching on. They said that we needed to use a shield. Well, now that I look back, they only let Jackson try and eat for 5 minutes before they slapped a shield on me. And it's not their fault, it's mine. I should have said no and stuck to my guns, but they were pretty adamant that he had to eat really quick. Now that I look back, like, he could have gone hours. Like, let him get hungry and let him do it naturally. He could have done it. Anyway, so I got the shield and they said that I can wean him off. Well, I already knew that that wasn't going to be the case because I knew what I was getting into. My sister used a nipple shield and her milk dried up. The baby doesn't get enough nutrients when you use a shield because the milk flow only goes so strong. I used it because they told me I needed to, and I tried to wean him off, and of course he would not. Like, I knew he wouldn't. The past 2 months he's been using a shield. Well, last week I was able to wean him off and I was so proud of him. He was able to breastfeed really well for a solid week. Then all of a sudden he's been fussy the past 4 or 5 days. He's had some air bubbles in his tummy, and I just thought with being on the breast, he was getting more air bubbles than the nipple shield. So we got those worked out, and now all the bubbles are gone, and he still is being fussy. And not when I'm holding him, not when he's in his swing, but just fussy as in, like, he wakes up early from his naps. But he sleeps in the night really well. I decided today to pump. I got nothing. I got like a drop, like not even anything. After 10 minutes, I got nothing. I called all my sisters, I called my mom, and they said that I'm all dried up. And so I am in the middle of waiting to hear back from a specialist to talk about what we can do to get my supply back up. In the meantime, I just gave him some of my breast milk that I had in the freezer. But I'm really sad, and I'm really sad that he was so fussy and so upset. And I had a couple signs to tell me what was going on, but I didn't even relate it until now. So the past couple days he's been, you know, a little hungrier than normal, and I feel so bad, but we're getting it worked out. I thought you guys might want an update on what's going on. Like I said, I understood what I was getting into with the shield, and I was really happy that he was able to wean off because every mom that I know of that has ever used a shield has not been able to wean their kids off. I do give me and him some props for that, but look what good it's done now, you know. I know there's some things that I can do, but I also know that you can only do so much, and I'm not gonna stress. And I do have a thyroid issue, and I just looked that up online. They say if your dose isn't right, you can lose your milk too. My thyroid hasn't been checked out since after I had Jackson, and so maybe it's adjusted and I need to get a higher dose or a lower dose. You know, there's a lot of things that we need to look into and work out, but in the meantime, I only have milk supply for a couple weeks. I don't know. I'm so sad. Like, I'm sad. I'm sorry. in the meantime, I thought you guys just would love to hear an update. It also helps to vent. And anyway, so that's what's going on with us at the Mecham household. I'm glad that Jackson has a full tummy now. I'm feeling just a little bit better. The specialist called back and she gave me a couple tips to do. She also told me that I was using my breast pump wrong. I just used it and I was able to get 1 ounce, which isn't that much considering how long it's been. I do feel okay that I'm not completely dried up. We're just on the road to getting back up my milk supply because I really am certain that that's what's been going on with Jackson. In the meantime, I am drinking a lot of water and eating I'm already eating really good, but I'm going to be even better. I'm going to have Jared pick up some rich foods so that I could get some fatty foods in me. I know you guys all have a ton of recommendations other than a good strong diet and water and pumping. If you have anything else to add to that, feel free to let me know. I've also heard that there's stuff called like milk cookies that I could like eat and it would help my milk supply. I don't know. If you guys have any help, that would be great. In the end, I really don't want to do formula. It's expensive and this is free and it's better for him anyway. In the end, if that's what it has to come to, that's okay. We'll keep you guys updated. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys later, okay? Bye.